Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode, we counted them, 89 of Coffee Time. We've been doing this a while, haven't we, honey?
Yeah, so that means we can quit.
No, we can't quit. No. Good morning. The couple people that popped in, Lisette, good morning, and Ernie, good morning. So yeah, 89. So Eric was working on getting Coffee Time set up, and I don't really know what prompted him to count the episodes, but 89 of Coffee Time. I think we only missed twice. Once was Christmas, this past Christmas. It was on a Monday, and so we opted to not do Coffee Time. I hope you can forgive us. And then the other one we believe was our oldest daughter's wedding. Like, it was that wedding weekend, and so we did not have a Coffee Time then. But otherwise, we've been pretty consistent. So those of you that have been consistent, and there's quite a few of you that have been with us nearly every episode, and episode, like it's a show.
It is.
Each time, well, whatever. But we appreciate you guys being here. So we have a lot to talk about as usual. So here's mommy mode. So guess what happens right before we go live here? Maybe a minute before we're supposed to push the button, my son at college sends me a message and says, I think I'm coming down with something. His throat's really sore and he has classes today. And so now my mind is completely sidetracked because I just want to make sure that my baby's okay. Because there's really nothing worse than your kid being sick, you not being able to be there to take care of them. And, the last time he got sick at college ended up in an ER visit. So, so I'm a little nervous about that, and hopefully he'll get himself taken care of, but he'll be home pretty soon for spring break, so we're excited about that. But anyway, so good morning. Yes, we changed our scenery again, and you know what? Here's why. Oh. Our house is a disaster. So we put these, and I'm sure you guys do too. We put these little these deadlines on ourselves, and I'll look at my calendar.
Who's this we?
Well, I plan it, you do it. That's the way it works.
Okay.
So we did the big wall treatment. You know that, right? You followed that. We showed you all of that. We did the video of how that came about. Well, the other thing that we never did, and by the way, here's a hint for all of you. And Jim Federico, you're here, and you are absolutely my hero when it comes to this. So if you do not fix your garage with the storage systems and the things that you want when you move in to your home, and again, this is like new construction or a resale home for that matter, because if the resale home doesn't already have an epoxy floor or storage, then I promise it's not the most exciting thing unless you're Jim, but for the rest of us, the garage is not always the most exciting thing, but it is so imperative to how you feel when you enter into your actual home. When you pull into that garage, 99% of us, I'm sure, enter their home through their garage if they have a garage. You pull in, or even if you park in your driveway, you still pop the garage door open, or you walk in and you go into your home. When your garage is just a hot mess, your whole day is going to be a hot mess. And I promise it is just the most frustrating thing. And so we did not, even though I knew better, but we did not get our floors done, and we did not put the shelving up and the organizational stuff up when we first moved into this home a little over 2 years ago. Now, here's one reason why we didn't do the epoxy. I mentioned this before, and I'm so happy that some of you guys are taking note of that. The reason we did not do the epoxy is because we had substantial cracking in our garage floor when we moved in. Now, that is very common, by the way, to have the cracks in your garage floor. We have a very sandy soil. Very, very few homes have I ever had clients close on where their garage floor did not already have those hairline cracks. That's the key word, hairline. If that crack gets to a specific threshold, then it becomes part of the structural warranty with the builder. And that is usually if you can fit nickel inside, if it starts to switch. And I've mentioned this before, and some of you have actually commented that was great information. Because what happens is if you epoxy and you fill those cracks before the home is really fully settled, in some situations it could be worse. So for instance, I questioned mine with my builder before we closed on the home. He's like, no, it's fine. And I'm thinking to myself, no, it's not. But I waited my year to make sure that my builder warranty was still intact. As I advised my clients to do, I had a 1 year, or prior to my 1 year warranty with the builder expiring, I had a third party inspection done. So, and the inspection at that point was like, yeah, that one needs to be fixed. So we had the builder come back. They fixed one of the garages, but they did not, the other one was not deemed, whatever. So finally, long story short, we're finally getting to the point where we are getting our garage officially organized. We're getting the floor epoxied, and we are so excited about that. Eric had already put up a few little organizational, shelving and things like that. And we have these giant cubbies. I say cubbies because that's what they were. These giant cubbies from when I had my dance studio. Any of you, none of you, maybe Susan Forsgren. I don't know, no one else knows me from that life. But we had these big giant wooden cubbies that were custom made for my studio. And they were a great place for the kids to put their dance bags and storage. But we moved them here because they're great storage in the garage as well. But it's time to kind of, it's time to fix those. So we're going to keep one set. The other set we're going to get rid of. Anyway, we're excited about that. The reason I'm telling you that we're in here is because... Do I?
Just take that and show it.
Oh, take this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jim just texted us. So this is Jim's garage. So yes, your friend Jim right here on Coffee Time. You see him all the time. This is Jim's garage. So he is absolutely my freaking hero. So when he moved in, like as soon as he closed on the home, like he had the garage painted, the flooring done. I mean, it's just an absolute like spectacular showroom. So I'm very jealous. But
Ben has a question now, since we've decided to talk about garages.
Okay, I see.
Even though your producer didn't put that anywhere on the show. Just kidding.
Anyway, so we, yes, I see it, and I will go to that. Anyway, we're just saying we moved a lot of stuff from the garage, just kind of sitting in the kitchen, and it was a little bit easier to do Coffee Time from here. And that's okay. I can talk about what I want. Okay, Ben, how much does the typical epoxy floor for the garage cost? That is a really good question. Really good question. So here's the thing. If you do it like the proper way, if you watch YouTube and you see all of that, you can do it yourself, and I actually was adding up because I was trying to make this a surprise for Eric, but it couldn't be a surprise. There was just no way to.
It was a different kind of surprise. Surprise! Your ass is working in the garage all week.
That's so rude and
it's
ungrateful.
Not rude.
It's rude and ungrateful.
Ungrateful.
Yes, okay. I'm taking care of you. I'm trying to make your life happy. Because you need to be the poppy that when somebody needs a screwdriver, we know where it is. Anyway, so Eric has done them before. We did them in our daughter's garages, but we had not yet done them in our own. So we've done the process before. I'm sure that there's different machines and things that you can do, but they've turned out really fine. But I was pricing it out like through Lowe's or Home Depot, like getting the epoxy kits, and they do come in kits. But in answer to your question, I reached out to the painter that I typically use for our home and I refer to clients because I was just going to kind of see, would it be equal amount for us buying all of the materials? Would it be just as, inexpensive or expensive to have someone professionally do it? And then that way Eric wouldn't have to be in the garage working all weekend. And it was $2,900.
Oh,
so,
my God.
Right. And that was for the 2-car garage. And then,
so may I chime in?
You may chime in. Let me see if I can pull that exact quotes up.
It's the epoxy kit, like a 2.5-car garage kit, is like $150-ish at Lowe's. You can buy. It has all the epoxy, although they don't give you enough flakes. They don't really give you enough epoxy. So this time we did it. What?
I'm just going to Jim's other photos.
Yeah. So we did it with. I bought the epoxy and we bought the flakes. We bought the pieces themselves, and that was actually less than what it would cost for the kits. You can tint the stuff and all that, but I'm like, the big thing for us, the cost is, for example, we have a pod coming today because we have a 2-car garage and a 1-car garage, and we just don't have, you have to stay off the floor. So we cleared out the entire 1-car garage, and then, it's much, much better to do it when you move in. But one thing Amy didn't mention was, when we moved in the day before Thanksgiving.
True.
We had to move. We didn't have a place to live. We sold our house. We had to move. Yeah. So we couldn't wait 3 days before we could drive on the garage or put heavy things in the garage. So we just had to do it. So I'm going away now because Dawson's texting us some more.
Yes.
And also you have another question from somebody about the Southwest Florida thing we were talking about in the bathroom this morning.
Well, that sounded weird talking about it in the bathroom this morning. Real quick. So Ben, this was the actual text I received from my painter guy. $2,800. He says, yes, they do that. $2,800 for a 2-car garage and $1,500 for a single car garage. That's 2 coats of concrete epoxy stain with paint chips and 1 coat of epoxy clear finish. So there you go. That's what our guy charged. So, we didn't end up doing that because we thought we could do it a little bit cheaper. So, and to be honest, I wasn't sure that we would be able to get anybody because we would have to do it when timing permitted. And anyway, so, okay, so let me go here. You said there was another question.
Yeah, just look for Q, not the Q colon, because they went Q/colon.
Okay. Q. Oh, this one. Good morning. Have been hearing some talk about a surplus of inventory in Southwest Florida creating a localized housing crash and that's spreading across the state. Any thoughts? I'm not kidding you. This is exactly what Eric was talking about this morning, because he is, and I'm going to let him talk about it, but he gets so frustrated because he's, these TikToks or whatever pop up and there's this guy that's just constant, stressing you out. And the reality is it's not exactly what they're claiming it to be. Eric, take it away, babe.
Amy, I'm here on the other side of the table, and it's funny, we were talking about this just this morning.
Literally this morning. In fact, did you actually pose that question? It's so timely.
No, I didn't do it. That's what I'm saying. It's so weird. So there's this one guy on TikTok keeps showing up on my thing, and I'm like, we've talked about this before, okay? There's an entire industry of people on social media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, Facebook, that are there's people that post videos literally every month. The market crash is happening now. And if you go back, they don't delete the videos. So you can go back and look, and they've got 30 videos in a row saying the market is crashing. Okay, here's what's happening. We were in a period of time when there was 4 days worth of inventory in a lot of these areas, right? And now we're at a point where there's 40 days of inventory. So it's 10 times more inventory. But it's still what is considered to be a seller's market. There's still more inventory. Now, that I'm talking about here. Right?
Right.
Yes, there is more inventory. And there is, especially along the coast, there's still an insurance issue. Things are shifting back toward a more balanced market. Well, when we've been in 4 days of inventory, that feels like this huge thing. But the problem I have with the talk about a market crash in wherever is, first of all, if there's a market crash, first of all, what is that? That's a 10% loss or more in values. Well, yeah, we're going to have that at some point. We're going to have a correction because prices have been going up, 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 up. It's going to happen. But the two things that irritate... I can stop talking to the microphone. The two things that irritate me about those things are, A, they're never built to help you figure out what to do. It's just ooh, look, the crash is happening. It's because they want you to click on it and watch it so they get paid advertising. That's what they're looking for. So be helpful. So what does that mean? Also, it comes from the perspective of real estate is an investment and an investment only. That's the perspective these folks have. Mm-hmm. There's no talk about you're going to lose so much money if you buy a house right now. Well, you're going to lose less than you would if you were paying that same amount of your mortgage and rent. So you might have a family that you need to have housing for. So there's 1,000 other reasons why people need shelter, 0 that have to do with an investment. And it also creates a situation where we have to talk about it on coffee time as if there's some thing, right? But there's going to be more inventory. If rates come down, there's going to be a thing that happens where we get more inventory because the people that have a 3% interest rate will now want to buy. So, will want to sell their house and move. Well, that's going to create more inventory, but it's also going to create more demand. So that should balance out. But as it gets more affordable, the other thing it'll get is people that are renting will be able to come back into the marketplace. That may cause prices to go up. That's also not great. We don't need prices to go up. For affordability, affordability is a lot out of hand. So what we want is to see is balance, and we're really seeing, a thing. But I would just I will now get off my soapbox, but don't listen to those people unless they're offering you something that's informative and helpful. If it's just, I hate Florida, and I've been telling you forever that Florida's, you've been telling us forever, and you've been wrong every time. So, let's consider the source. I'm done now. Goodbye. Let's do what's brewing. Can we do the show?
Can we do?
Yeah.
No, we haven't even gotten to that, right? So let's go to what's brewing. Hold on, let me pick that up. Brewing. Okay, so our what's brewing. We went 15 minutes in before we got to our brewing topics, but that's okay. It was good conversation, right? Good info. Sure. Crossbow bullseye. Wow, that's a little bit of a tongue twister without too much coffee this morning. Crossbow bullseye, Steel Celebration, and Homes.com. So let's go to the crossbow because this was our inside scoop or our secret last week. This was a listing that went active on Tuesday morning. By Tuesday evening, it was under contract. Offer was received within 4 hours. And here's a funny story about this. So people. So first of all, we are most often pretty strategic with when we list a property. It doesn't always have to be listed the same day because it varies on the time of the year and things like that, holidays that might be coming up. But in this case, we went active on, was it Tuesday? No.
Thursday.
Yes, it went active on Thursday. That's what it was. It went active on Thursday because we did the video and everything. So Thursday it went active. And we received an offer. The first showing was that day. Like as soon as it went active, we got a phone call. We had a showing request for 11:30 that morning. I'm like, okay, can you handle a showing like at 11:30? They're like, yep, we're good. By the way, best sellers ever. We actually lots of good sellers. But anyway, so they scooted out of the house. We had a showing. I got a phone call immediately from the agent that showed it. So clients love the home. We plan on submitting an offer. I'm like, that's fantastic. The offer comes in. Now, the offer comes in, was it like $20,000 below asking price? Yeah. And we price our homes, as you guys know, right? Because we talk about it all the time. We are not in the game of overpricing your home to where we cannot support it with actual data. It doesn't mean that we're not going to be a little bit optimistic and maybe a little bit aggressive with the pricing to get it at the tip top of that range, but we're still going to make sure that it's priced appropriately. So this home was priced appropriately. And to come in 20,000 under was not going to happen, especially within hours having gone on the market. So I told the agent, I said, I'll absolutely present it to the sellers, but I will tell you that, this early in the game, they're not likely to accept an offer on a Thursday when we have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that we're going to be inundated with showings. So, and she's like, okay, well, let me go back. And she came up 5,000. And I was like, same thing. I said, if you want to shut this down, and this is what Eric and that's the term we use, shut it down. If you want to take the home off the market because it is the home that you want, and you're coming in that early and you can see, okay, well, gosh, they do have a weekend coming up where they could have a lot of foot traffic, a lot of showings. This house is going to sell, but we saw it first and we really, really, really want it. Then your offer needs to indicate that. Your offer can't be coming in under asking price. Why would the seller entertain that when they've still got 3 great days of activity yet to come? And so that's what I told her. I was like, I just, they're not going to accept it right now. We've got, unless it comes in at or above asking price, there's no reason for them to accept it this early in the game. So,
and also, there's something really valuable about pricing a home well. Mm-hmm. And again, we can say this over and over and over again. There's a time to underprice a home slightly if you think there's going to be a bidding war. Those times are not now, right? There's almost never a time to overprice your house. It just doesn't make any sense. When you price it right, then your agent can be on the phone with that other agent going, no, we're not going to sell it for under the value because we are priced well. We're good. We know we will sell this house this weekend or in the next few weeks because we're priced well. We're not, and we would consider lowering the price if the market tells us 3 weeks from now, a month from now, if it hasn't sold, if we're not getting showings, that would tell us, hey, maybe we need to make an adjustment. Not on the first day, and not when we've done as much work as we've done to make sure we have the price just right. and we knew we did.
Yeah.
That I say to Amy sometimes, like, and I say it like it's a surprise, and at this point I think it should be a surprise, but I'm like, we're pretty good at this, you know? We know those, it's not just that we know the numbers, we work really hard. Yeah. Harder, I think, than anybody on getting that number just dialed in. We had an appointment today with someone where we sent him a home pulse, and he said, well, I hear what you're saying, but I have a $60,000 solar system. No, it's making me laugh. And so we're going over there today, and we're not going over to argue. We're going over there to try to find the right number that he's comfortable with that will actually sell. And if we can't get to that number, we're not going to list the house because there's no point listing it for $100,000 too much and having it just sit there. It doesn't and end up selling for less than what he would have anyway if he priced it right. So that's all I have to say about that. Yes.
So Crossbow went under contract pretty quickly, and we're happy about that. So the end of that story is that we did get them up over asking by $100. Hey. It's over asking people. Yes, so we had it listed at $649,900, and the offer came in at $650. So, So, and I mean, honestly, they got a beautiful home and they had a great value. And these sellers, I have to tell you, that home looked and smelled every bit of a model home. If you didn't already watch that video, it looks like it's a model home video. So go right ahead and watch that one.
Yeah, and by the way, full credit to the seller for that.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That also helped us. We knew. When we get showings, and we will, because it's priced well, when they walk in, people are going to want to have this home because it's gorgeous. Yeah. And they did such a great job.
My hair is a hot mess. What is going on with all my
I didn't want to say anything.
I know.
I don't know what you're talking about. You look great.
So it's because I just... Anyway, whatever. Moving on. Okay. So Steel celebration. All right. So this is where we're super excited that Steel is back home from deployment. Thank God he got home safely, despite the fact that the plane that they were originally going to leave on, I think, was delayed 3 hours with mechanical problem after mechanical problem after mechanical problem.
Eastern Airlines plane, and we're like, Eastern crazy. Airlines?
But but he anyway, he got home safely, and Elizabeth and Eric got Elizabeth back to Georgia to meet and greet, and they spent some time together, and then he came home over the weekend to see his parents. And to see us, and yesterday he left. He's back on base. Elizabeth is here with us. In fact, she's actually had a doctor's appointment right this minute. She had a early morning appointment, so maybe she'll be back by the time we finish coffee time. But anyway, so we're super happy that he got home safely. That's huge because he's still got a couple months left, and then he will be done. But the fact that he's home and accessible to Elizabeth and the baby, and then eventually they'll be officially in their home together forever and ever and ever. So we're happy that he is. Did it again. I did it again. Okay.
That's their house in the picture.
Yes, it is. And then the last one is homes.com. So here's homes.com. So actually, we'll go to the little thing, but we'll talk about this. Let me go to the commercial first, then we'll talk. How's that? Good?
Okay, yeah.
If you saw the Super Bowl, you saw a lot of ads from Homes.com promising to bring you the local experts who have done your homework for you.
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
I'm happy to say that I'm the first official member with Homes.com right here in Disney's backyard. So whether you're in Horizon West, Winter Garden, Claremont, Mineola, Wellness Way, or anywhere in the Orlando area, I've done your homework. I've partnered with Homes.com because they truly do have the features that home buyers and sellers want the most. These tools help me to better connect you with the perfect home. And if you're interested in listing your home, my partnership with Homes.com will make sure that some of their $1 billion advertising budget will go toward marketing your home. And of course, I still have the local expertise that helped make me the #1 agent in this little part of the world. That's why Homes.com reached out to me in the first place. So scan this QR code or visit heartandhomeorlando.com/homes and send me a message. I've already done your homework, so let's connect.
Okay, so homes.com. So I have to tell you, this has been a whirlwind for us this past week because, like everybody else, we saw the Super Bowl, we saw the commercials, and, I was kind of like, what? And then we met with them, and here's the thing. First of all, I've been doing this a while, and before real estate, I had a business in Virginia. So I kind of get some of the things where they want you to kind of be a part, and you pay to advertise, and you do this and you do that, and how much of it is real and worth it, and how much of it is just not. And so I tend to be very skeptical. Because I feel like, I don't know if I'm buying what you're selling. And when we went through, looked at it, talked to them about what this plan is, it is buyer client based. Every other platform is a little bit more realtor based. I'm not in it for me, I'm in it for you. And that's what homes.com, in my opinion, thus far, my experience has been that it allows you, whether you're buying or whether you're selling your property, to have a platform that is really going to be fantastic. So if you have not already, I do encourage you, especially if you're looking through Zillow or Realtor.com or any of the third-party sites, I'm not telling you not to look at those. I'm just telling you to log on to homes.com and take a look at what is happening there, because it's pretty amazing. It is still, it's still probably tweaking as we go, but I'm very, very, very excited at the way they plan to work things. It's really a great tool. And there's the ability, like you saw the little QR code, there's ability for you to look on homes.com, kind of click your agent. Hopefully it's me if you're moving in this area. But if you're not, let's say you're moving to Minnesota and you just watch us because you have nothing else to do on a Monday morning. Look in Minnesota, then look and find the realtors there, and it's going to give you all of the true information. You can find one that actually works in the area that you're working in, whereas with Zillow, sometimes it's the luck of who picked up the phone. And trust me, that's not always in the best interest.
Not sometimes.
Well, it is always.
That's what it's built for.
It's exactly. It's you say, I want to see this home, it spits it out to all these random agents who have paid to be a part of Zillow, Premier Agent. Does not mean that you have any inkling of any information in the area. You're just looking to show the home. And again, that is fine for some people. Some people just don't care, but I care. And so what matters to me is that I'm knowledgeable in the area where my clients want to be. So anyway, take a look at homes.com. I think that's going to be a great, great, great supplement and a tool for everybody. Yes, sir.
I'm just looking in the chat comments, and people are talking about that the Sunday drive was interesting. So there's a Sunday drive. We talk all about this. And they're talking about, it's interesting, and it's really hard. We forget because we're doing real estate all the time. People don't know that. And it seems like people would know that. But that if you hit that contact an agent button, it's whoever paid money. And not only is it whoever paid money, but we talk a little bit on the Sunday Drive about a lot of the real estate model now is team leader and junior agents. And so the team leader may be the person that it says they're contacting you from, but they're contacting you on their behalf. They're not, we say it, and I think it's the right way to look at it. On Zillow these days, and on Realtor.com and other places, your agent is choosing you. They're paying to get your information. Homes.com, what we really like about it is you're picking your agent. You can look and say, oh, this home is listed by this person. I want to contact that person. And they also, you can pick your agent. We've had a couple, Gary's on. Right now, Gary's now connected with you. So as we get properties, we can look at properties and we can send those to him in homes.com. And if he, hearts something, if he favorites a house, we can look at his thing. Oh, this is the stuff Gary likes. So now we can say, oh, yeah, Gary, you might want to look at that because the incentive right now is this, whatever. So it's a more of a two-way platform. It's really good, and we really like it so far. Your phone number's so wrong on there.
Is it?
I thought call them today. I'm very cross with them right now. Yeah. On some of them, once you connect with you as an agent, it's the right phone number, but it's not on the other.
Yeah.
Inside baseball, you don't care. It's cool. We like it.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so anyway, so that was the third part of our What's Brewing. I really do want to promote it in the sense that I feel like it is a really good thing for you. It is great for agents in its own respect, but more important to me is helping you. And that is a great supplemental tool to the toolbox that we have. And I do think it will be better for the buyer in the long run to connect with the agent that is going to work best for them. So anyway, that being said, let's move on, shall we?
Yeah.
Rob said he logged on to it yesterday and he liked it. So thanks, Rob. I think so too when we were looking at it. So anyway, so everybody take a look at that. And if you did not watch the Sunday Drive, look at my hair. What is happening? What is happening? Okay.
You're like portable on your head.
No, whatever. Allie posted
You're
the
electric.
link. Oh, boogie. I did it again, didn't I? Oh, well, anyway. Okay, so Allie posted the link there. So if you didn't watch the Sunday Drive, watch that because we talk a little bit more at length about that. So it kind of gives you a little bit more insight into how Zillow works in comparison to homes.com. So anyway, let's move on, shall we? Let's go to, what do we want to go to, dear?
Do your cup. Do our news segment.
Our news segment. Hold on, I got to find it. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, news segment. Okay, so this is a new segment because, you know, the reason we do what we do is for this right here. So this is a sweet, sweet family. So Joanne and Mike have purchased a beautiful home here. We had our offer accepted. We just got through the inspection, but they were keeping this a secret from their kids and grandkids. And until everything was kind of official. And they just had a big, I believe it was a birthday celebration yesterday. A grandson, I think, was turning 21. Big celebration. And this was kind of announced at that celebration. And I said, hey, you know, send me pictures, keep me in the loop. I want to know how it goes.
I mean, come on.
I mean, so
that's
look,
so good.
Come on. Like, seriously, this is the best part of doing what we do.
People don't understand. We literally cry at this stuff. We love you all so much. And when just the joy that comes into our life, that's why I called the segment "My Cup is Full" because I just feel like that sometimes.
It's
and
amazing.
That picture for me. Now I've not met Joanne and Mike in person.
I have.
I know, but I've not. But they just seem like just fantastic, cool people.
They are amazing.
And
really, 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 really good buyers. Like really good clients that are purchasing.
And oh my gosh, one of the most
home.
beautiful houses in Central Florida.
Absolutely.
But anyway, just thank you guys for sending that picture and letting us be a part of that. It just makes me so happy.
It does. I know. It really is. It's amazing.
And on that note, there was another moment.
Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Here's the other one. So Eric, I tell you, I'm not kidding, guys. Eric, whenever he goes out, he gets recognized somewhere.
I'm kind of a big deal.
He's kind of a big deal.
Exactly the opposite. That just makes us laugh.
Anyway, I'm just kidding. He doesn't really. But he was out at Publix yesterday. Was it yesterday? Whatever it was.
I was getting stuff for the crab boil.
Oh, that's what it was. So he was at Publix and he ran into Sandy.
Sandy.
Yes, ran into Sandy.
So nice.
And so they took a quick selfie. And you said it was her son that watched.
Her son-in-law and her. They just like the Sunday drives a lot. She said, that's I mean,
nice.
people notice me because I'm dumb. It's easier to remember dumb, but it's a little stupid thing, but I put it in my cup is full thing because it's fun. I guess I don't have to apologize for it making me feel good when people are like, we watch your stuff.
No, well,
we don't feel like a very big deal, but
no, and it's not even that. Turn that thing back. It's not even.
Yeah, maybe take the picture off so we don't have to look at turkey neck too long. Look at me.
It's not so much that it's the recognition outside of the home.
Oh, Boo Boo's here.
Boo Boo's home?
Come in, Boo Boo.
Yay! She's here. Elizabeth just got back from her doctor's appointment. Can she get in through the garage?
I think she's here.
Eric's going to fix her to get her in. Anyway, it's not so much the recognition outside of the home. It's the reaction to the videos that makes us so happy. We love watching that. It's so informative. We learned a lot. It helped me figure out how to navigate around where we've moved. Like, it's that type of a reaction that we get that we like, there is our boo-boo. And Daisy, hello. Look at the belly. Oh, and you know what? And on that note, perfect timing. So let's do some baby update, shall we? We're going to find my baby update. Here it is. Okay, so I love the little baby thing in there. So both of the girls have had their the additional ultrasounds through a company called Sweet Peaks, located here in Winter Garden. And Elizabeth just had hers the other day. For the first time, Steele was able to be with her in person and not just via FaceTime. So we did that, and we also have this picture of both of the girls. Eric took some photos of them. This is Allie to the left, and that was just in front of the pool, I think, right? We went out and took some other pictures with her and Hong, out and about out like outside in nature and everything. And then Elizabeth, this is in the nursery that she's got for the sweet baby. So super cute. We're just so excited. We're getting closer, everybody. We are getting closer to those due dates. Allie said that she and Hong have met Sandy twice, not related to Heart and Home Orlando, just a sweet lady. That's really nice.
Also, how beautiful are our girls?
I know, they are pretty beautiful.
Good Lord.
I like them. I like it. Let's see. Let's see. Where are we now? I was looking at something. Did I miss something here? I was just trying to look at the. First of all, Diz Deb, thank you, dear. Monday hair, don't care. Yeah. I mean, I showered. It's like it's all clean. It's just flyaways. I need to put the other stuff in it. But anyway, all right. So that being said, as we forget to do, I get yelled at sometimes. Please make sure that you don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video and the content. Let us know. And then on that note, don't forget if you have questions, you can put a capital Q with a colon. That will help me search through these questions a little bit better. And while you're doing that, I am going to go to the one that we keep forgetting all the time, which is the Allie Knows Nothing. Where's Allie? There she is. I'm going to do Allie.
Are there a lot of bugs in Florida, and how do you keep control of them both inside and outside the house?
Yeah.
Short answer, yes.
Yep. Yes. Well, bugs are everywhere, right? But certainly around here. Sorry, I was looking at Dawson's text. Is he okay?
He's doing great, actually. So, side note, he's not feeling well, and he's kind of down this morning. And then he just texted me. He's like, no. Damn it, I'm dialed in. Let's go. Let's get this done.
That's
2
my
weeks
boy.
of spring break. That's my man right there. That's my boy.
It is so nerve-wracking, because you just don't know how sometimes your kid's going to react. And it's like, I've been sitting here trying to monitor my phone and telling him, just take the Tylenol or the Advil. That'll help with the pain. It'll help with the fever. It'll at least get you to the point where you're not, Plus, it's in the morning, and everybody feels, when you're not feeling well, you always feel worse in the morning. But this is the day he has 3 classes. Is that right, honey?
No.
Oh, no?
Nope. So he's got one at 2 o'clock, and then he can take a nap, and then he can...
Oh, good. Then he's great. Okay, cool. Anyway, so where was I going with that? Oh, bugs. So, yes, we have bugs in Florida, guys. We do. We absolutely have all sorts of flying and creepy crawly bugs. But here's the thing. That's one of the reasons, candidly, that we, so many times you'll see people that screen in their pool. We have the screened pool enclosure. And that is a really big reason, because there's nothing worse than having this, first of all, living in the Sunshine State, being here, enjoying the gorgeous weather the majority of the time, like almost every day of the year, having these home layouts that allow you to open up the sliders and the doors and let that lanai space and that pool space, or even if it's just your backyard, whatever outdoor space you have, letting that stay open and connected to the inside. Well, you just can't do that if you don't have a screened enclosure. You're going to have the little geckos, little lizards are going to be crawling in. You're going to have all sorts of bugs that are crawling in. They're going to be flying in. And that's not ideal for anybody. So that's why we do the screened enclosures so many times. Now, on the question part of it as to how do we monitor that or how do we maintain that, first of all, there's a lot of companies that are out there that this is what they do. For instance, we use a company called Massey, Massey. They do everything for us. They do the lawn, not the lawn maintenance, but like the lawn treatment. But they also do exterior bug treatment, the perimeter of the home. They come out, they'll give you a call, and they're like, hey, we're doing our exterior today. They come by and they get down all of them, because it's not just regular bugs. It's like the wasp's nest and the mud daubers and all of those things that just kind of get up on the stucco. So there's a lot of bugs. Now, I will say, I have heard, we went to one of our clients' homes where they painted the upside of their porch area.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Light blue, almost like the color of my shirt. Light blue, and apparently, and we should look into this. You guys get to work on this. They said that studies show that if you do that as blue, that it doesn't attract the bugs.
They think it's the sky.
They think it's the sky, but see, wouldn't they still get stuck? I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know. But
anyway,
I would like to point out you're burying the lead, as they say in journalism, because we're talking about bugs. Mm-hmm. But we have a bat on the front porch at the moment, and the snake yesterday that was on the box.
Oh,
the tape.
That was so gross. Well, first of all, Allie was here the other day, and when Alyssa was leaving there was a black snake that was just going like this across the driveway and into the bushes. So I'm not a big snake person, but I have learned that snake is fine. But there are a lot of snakes out here that are not fine. That one was fine. So that went the other day. Then we had we had the little celebration or something, and somebody's like, hey, you have a bat is on your front porch. So we've got this little bat about this big that's just stuck, and it's still there. We're like, why are you still there? Why aren't you going away? I know, but why is he there now?
I'll get him out of there.
Okay, well, not yet, because we got all these open things out there. But anyway, so yes, there's a bat on the front porch, and then yes, all of the typical, creepy crawlies and the flying bugs and all of that, and the wasps and hornets and things like that.
Snake attached to the box.
So we were opening. So in the course of pulling out the garage stuff, I opened up a box because I'm trying to see what's in some of them, guys, we've not opened since we moved here because it was just stuff that was packed up and it wasn't important to get moved in right away. So I'm opening up, and I was pulling the tape back, and I actually went to grab the tape because it was already kind of half undone. So I grabbed the side of it, and then I realized that there was a snake that was like this long snake that was dead, unfortunately, and it was stuck to the tape. And I obviously dropped it, and I got all squeamish and girly screamed and ran into the house. Anyway, but eventually,
and then I girly screamed and no.
No. But anyway, so there are bugs, and I will say that there's a couple other things to note. Number one, you don't have to hire a pesticide company if you don't want to. You can certainly buy the things at Home or Home Depot or Lowe's where you can spray the inside of your home, you can spray the outside of your home, and you can just kind of manage it and maintain it yourself. There's also some hacks about spraying Pine Sol up around the soffits and things, and that will help keep the bugs away. There's a lot of things that we can think of to do, but there's a couple of them. And then the other thing is there are some builders who build with the inside the wall pesticide treatment system, and that can only be done by that company. I believe it's Home Team. Can only.
Sorry.
Oh. There's a little box, a little junction box on the exterior of the home, but there's like a little blue, I think it's blue, little wiring thing, a little plastic thingy that goes through the wall, so you get to see it at the pre-drywall walkthrough, that has all of these little holes in it. And so the pesticide gets inserted through the exterior of the home, and it goes through the actual walls themselves. So it's safer for pets, safer for kids. So you don't have the little sticky things, and you don't have to spray on the inside. So yes, we have bugs, but there are certainly lots of ways to kind of keep them at bay.
Ben has a question.
All right, let me find Ben. Can I do it this way? Can I just go to Ben? Yes.
Yeah. Also, congratulations, Ben, based on your question.
Ben, finally in our new home at West Haven, and it'll be the second home for us. We'll be there an average of a week, a month, and I was wondering what you would recommend I stay on top of as a part-time resident. So first of all, always make sure that the landscaping, if it's not included in your HOA, make sure that you have a lawn maintenance company that is there to take care of things so that you don't get any violations while you're gone. The other thing is, and first of all, do not turn off your AC. Okay. There are so many people are like, well, we'll just turn that off. No. Don't turn it off. You can turn the temperature. You can adjust that, but do not turn it off because it gets way too hot. So you want to make sure that the home is in a livable temperature. So make sure you don't shut it off. It's humidity
control more than anything.
It is,
really.
Yeah. And if you've got that thing turned off, we are a very tropical climate anyway, and mold kind of happening inside those AC handlers, inside those units, is going to happen anyway. So let's not try to have it magnified. So make sure that you keep the thermostat set to an appropriate temperature. A lot of these homes have those smart temperatures or smart thermostats. Don't know how to use them, to be quite honest. I'm like, I don't mind pushing the button. I'm not that lazy. I don't have to do it from my phone. I'm okay to walk over. But I get it. For some people that are tech savvy, it's better. Anyway, so check your temperature. Also, the water. So a lot of people ask about whether or not they should turn the water off. I say no because, I don't know what it's going to be like then when you come back. But some people say if you're going to go away, make sure you shut off the main water valve so you don't come back to a home that's flooded. So that's going to be a you decision. I've had clients do it both ways. I also had a client recently that they used their home as it was a private vacation home, and it was actually the ice maker on the refrigerator that ended up leaking while they were away. And when they came back, the whole kitchen was flooded. And and that was from the ice maker. So maybe turn the ice maker off might be a good idea, just to eliminate the possibility of that happening. But yeah, I mean, we need to kind of keep, Eric's raising his hand over there, but the toilets, you're not going to be there to flush them. And there's this really nasty smell. There's a sulfur smell in the bottom of a water heater if you don't kind of use that water. So I don't know if turning it off is going to make a difference really, but just, I would say be wary of that. Yes, sir.
I was going to say that I would say get a good solid coated lockbox. Put a key to your house somewhere hidden somewhere. But so if you do have to have someone go check on your house, they can get in your house.
That's good, yeah.
Get to know your neighbors. Also, Ben was not our client, but Ben has been he's a friend of the program, as they say.
Yeah.
Ben, if you need something too, if you put a coded lockbox in there, you can literally call us. If you're like, I'm a little worried that there's something going on in the house, I'm happy to go check. So we're right around the corner from you. But provide some way for someone to get in if you need them, if you need them to get in. So
yeah.
And there's cameras. Get some cameras put on the outside and get a couple cameras on the inside. Just put a camera on your kitchen, because then if you're like, maybe you can see if something's leaking or whatever. Be able to check on it from far away. There's good systems out there.
Yeah.
That's all I'd say about that.
No, that's good.
But yeah, call if you need something. We're happy to go check. We appreciate you being a part of our crew.
And kind of back to Allie's question too about the bugs, that would be another thing that you would just do for the quality of life there at your house, because very, very quickly these bugs and spider webs and all of that stuff will really accumulate there on the front, the entire exterior of the home. So just make sure that you have those maintenance type services scheduled so that you can, make sure that the lawn is taken care of so that you don't get any HOA violations. And for your own, visual exterior of the home, the last thing you're going to want to do when you're coming to this home to spend a little vacation time in it is to go, oh crap, look at all the, spend the whole time, the week that you're here working on cleaning the exterior of the home. So, maybe enlist Massey or one of the other similar companies out there to make sure that they do that exterior kind of bug maintenance, pesticide treatments for you. Yeah. And on that note, earlier, Barbara had a question in the very early.
Yeah, she sure did.
Yeah, there she is. Barbara had asked to talk about that 11-month inspection again, please, because her sister and I are approaching the 1 year in the new homes. So this is my standard suggestion, recommendation for anyone who has purchased new construction. Whether you built it from dirt or whether you purchased an inventory home and you had no say-so in the design choices whatsoever. You have that builder warranty, that 1, 2, 10. In most cases, remember, I don't work for the builder, but in most cases, I've yet to find a builder that doesn't offer the 1, 2, 10. 1 year, pretty much bumper to bumper. 2-year electrical, plumbing, and HVAC, and then 10-year on the structural. So to maximize that 1 year warranty that the builder provides, my suggestion is to enlist that third-party inspector. We use Central Florida building inspectors for pretty much everything. They are my first go-to for my clients as well as for myself, my kids. And then I have several others that I use too, if for any reason CFBI is not available or whatever the case is. Have them do that full home residential inspection. Now, keep in mind that there are going to be some normal bumps and bruises along the way with your home, and that's not something that's necessarily covered by the builder, right? If you get mad, you punch your fist through the wall, they're not going to cover that. That's on you, right? Take a chill pill. But if you've been opening up that pantry, for us, open up the pantry and one day the pantry doorknob just fell off. Things like that. You open and close cabinets and all of a sudden one of them, you see that there's a crack all the way down. I'll say cabinets are sometimes a little iffy point with builders, but there's, issues with lighting fixtures. If you realize, hey, this light switch doesn't work ever, anything that kind of is going to go under that builder's warranty, you can maximize it. But see, the inspector is also going to go on the roof. The inspector is going to be in the attic and checking the insulation. They're going to be doing moisture readings behind the wall. So they're going to be looking at things that you don't even necessarily see on a day-to-day basis. And remember, there are issues that are going to present themselves when you're home. No home is perfect, guys. No home is perfect. But the more you flush your toilet, the more you do the dishes, the more you wash the clothes, the more you shower, the more you open and close doors and drawers and utilize and live in the home, the more things are going to eventually present themselves as potentially being an issue. For instance, my daughter just said when Steele was home, they were finally in their home for just a few days, but Steele would get a shower. He'd have a nice hot shower. She would get in and hers was only hot for a few minutes and then it went cold. So we're debating on, is this because they're not in the home all the time, or is it because we have an issue that we need to maybe have the builder address coming up on the 1 year? So Barbara, to your question, it is, in my opinion, well worth the $500 or $600, sometimes less depending on the square footage, but just say about $500 for a home inspection, to have that inspector do a thorough inspection on the home. They're going to check and make sure everything is working, faucets, there's no leaking underneath, things that you may not see. And if there's an issue, then those are things that you can file under that builder's warranty. The builders are not going to be happy that I tell you this, and I would tell you, don't go bragging to them that you got an inspection done. Some builders are like, absolutely, we take pride in our work and we're going to honor that 1 year warranty. Bring us the the inspector's report. And then some of them, if you tell them that, they're going to be very standoffish and not want to abide by their warranty coverage. So this is between us. Get a warranty done. Go online through their warranty portal. Give them the things that need to be taken care of, and let it go. But yeah, let's maximize that warranty from the builder, and that's my personal opinion. That's what we live by. And I think it's a great way to kind of maximize that.
Shout out to Barbara and her sister Marcia, who are if anybody wants advice on how to move to Florida and get the most out of it. Oh my gosh. Talk to Barbara and Marcia.
That is exactly right. Barbara and Marcia, yes, you are absolutely correct. They, first of all, the pictures that they send us all the time, or not even send us, but like on Facebook, that they're out and about, they're enjoying the parks, they're enjoying the, just the lifestyle. I mean, even Marcia did something in their community, the neighborhood, that they were doing some things. It's amazing. I love seeing you guys kind of get to enjoy what Florida is all about and really take part in the magic that is living here.
You know what gets me a little bit? I'll just say to Marcia, if you're watching, it gets me. So she's
probably at work at Universal.
She works at Universal now.
Yeah, I know.
And we've known Marcia for years and years and years through Disney chat boards.
Disney, yes.
And so I'm always like, does Disney know that you're doing it? like I feel like, how could you go to Universal? But I mean, I'm mostly joking, but it's just funny to see her there because I so much associate her with Disney.
Yeah, which is funny. I just showed you my Virginia Starbucks mug. Allie, I think you gave me this one, love bug.
Jane says she likes your cup, by the way.
Yes, thank you, Jane. So I know I did this one this morning. But Marcia's from Virginia originally too, so it was really fun to kind of, again, there's just everybody in Florida seems to be transplanted here. I wanted to go over this because we're really excited about this. You may have noticed.
Go to the scoop.
Oh, is that the scoop?
It'll make it cooler if you go to the scoop.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go to the scoop. Scoop. All right. So this. All right. So this is, okay, I don't know what I just did over there. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so the scoop, the grand opening for the new Horizon West Hamlin Ace Hardware is grand opening March 1st through 3rd. I will tell you, they're already open, and we've talked about it before. Love it. It's our little local place. Super excited about that. And we got this in the mail, so I'm really excited. If you live here in the area first of all, on Friday... So first of all 3 days you can get a 20-pound barbecue propane refill for $10, actually $9.99.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I know, right? Friday, the exclusive offer is 50% off of one regular priced item under $30. Saturday, this is the biggie, guys. I will be there. I am going to be there or be square. Saturday on March 2nd, you get your free Ace 5-gallon bucket, and anything that you can fit in that bucket, you are going to get 20% off of. So the bucket's free. Why can I not do this? There we go. Free bucket, and then anything you can put in it will be 20% off, and that's only on Saturday, March 2nd.
And what part of the area is that?
Hamlin. I was like, don't leave me hanging. And then on Sunday, it is a $5 off any purchase of $25 or more regular priced merchandise. So again, we're just super excited that they're here. It is a great place. I'm absolutely going to go and give them some of my money and take part on all of the things that they've got going, especially now that we're going to have our new garage will be done and we can kind of fancy it up a little bit and help support them as well as getting ourselves organized.
I have actual breaking news.
Actual breaking news. Sometimes it's scary.
Amy, I'm here on the other side of the table. No, this is like big. So you made me think of Ace. That made me think of 7-Eleven, where we got Big Gulps and Slurpees last night, and it made me happy 7-Eleven's open as well. But Commissioner Nicole Wilson.
Yes.
First of all, friend of ours, our sons were on the same soccer team. We think she does a tremendous job.
She does a great job.
She announced yesterday, and I just saw a restatement of it. They're putting in a temporary stoplight at Schofield and Avalon.
Thank God. Oh my gosh.
Literally, people will be alive this time next year because of that decision. So kudos to you. And that's our breaking news. Reporting from the other side of the table.
Oh my gosh.
I'm Amy Kidwell.
That's amazing. So if you live in this area, or if you know this area, Avalon, good gosh, guys, our Sunday drives, you should know it by now. But Avalon Road, where Schofield is, and Schofield is where you can pick up 429. So you either exit off of 429 to come here. It kind of takes you out. I always tell people, just geographically, it's right there at Orange County National Golf Course. If you just think about Orange County National Golf Course, that's kind of where Schofield Road is. That road is now, that was the bumpity bump. Those of you going back a ways, the bumpity bump road that now connects all the way through to Route 27 in Claremont, bringing Claremont right here to Avalon Road. But that road is so dangerous. Avalon and Schofield.
If you try to turn left off Schofield onto Avalon, you are taking your life in your hands.
It
and
is
other
so
people's
dangerous.
lives.
It is so dangerous. And now what people are doing is, because they know it's so hard to get all the way over, taking a left, they'll take a half left. They'll just take a left and they'll kind of position themselves. Even if people are still coming, it is petrifying to drive there. So thank you, Nicole Wilson, and anyone else that was involved in getting that to become a reality, because boy, do we need it. Anyway, so fantastic. Okay, did I miss anything? What time is it?
Yes, Julia had a question about
Julia.
snakes.
Well, you know I'm not the snake person, Julia, but I'll do my best, love. Julia. Okay. Julia, how often do you see snakes? Is it a regular occurrence? First of all, I do not like snakes at all. There's lots of things I don't like. Snakes and frogs and bats, and lizards and lots of things. But I don't see them that often, but I have seen them way more here than I did in Virginia, for sure. There are a lot of snakes that are around the water, obviously. And so that's one of the things where I always tell people, please understand that, first of all, we've already talked about alligators. If there is any body of water, assume that there is an alligator in it. But not only assume there's an alligator in it, assume that there are snakes in it. And there's so much of the muckiness that can be around the edges of that, and that's where the snakes like to hang out. So you just gotta, be careful there. But I'm never gonna be anywhere near the water, so that's okay with me. But in your flower bed, in your landscaping, yeah, you may every once in a while see one kind of slithering through there. Sometimes, what is it called? Is it just a black snake?
Black racer.
Black racer. So those are the ones that we see a lot here. That are actually, I think, good for the environment, right? Mm-hmm. They're not poisonous. They're not dangerous to us. But I'm always very, very, very scared of them anyway. But there are also, more.
There's rattlesnakes. There's
what is the
copperheads.
Oh my gosh, what is the rule? I know somebody watching this knows it. Is it black on red, or black touches red, you're dead? Red touches black, something. No, red. Oh,
I have no idea.
No. This is a real thing. It's about how to tell the markings on a snake. Like red touches yellow, you're a dead fellow. I don't know. Look it up and let me know. Someone do that before we leave. It's going to drive me nuts.
I go with snake on the grass, move your ass. That's mine. Why risk it? Why do you need to know which one to go near? Just get away from the snakes.
Well, that's true, but I'm just saying. Anyway, all right, yes, but somebody has to know that. All right, if you don't know it, we will look it up and we'll give it to you next week, because we're all about giving you just like lightning. If you hear it, fear it. If you see it, flee it. Right? That's important. We've talked about that before. That's a lightning rule that we teach our children here. If you hear it, fear it. If you see it, flee it. That's for lightning. But there is also one for snakes. I don't know what it is, so we'll figure it out. Anyway, all right, guys. So anything else? Eric, did I get everything, babe?
You got wishes? You got what you're watching?
Oh, I've got so much to do. Hold on. Let me do wishes, because wishes is fun. Okay, so wishes, lots of wishes this week. Joanne and Mike, we talked about them earlier. They got their offer accepted on their beautiful new home. I mean, amazing. And by the way, the home that they purchased is a custom home. One day we're going to talk about the difference between custom and production, and semi-custom even for that matter. But they have a gorgeous, true custom home, spectacular. So congratulations to them. Taylor and Riley, congratulations for, I think you are the second fastest listing that went under contract that I've ever had. And Sherry, congratulations. She closed on her beautiful new home. Love, love, love seeing people's wishes come true. She was a referral from a friend of mine. They're all a part of a big running club. And she wanted to move to this area because she wanted to be in an area closer to work, which may be where the mouse lives, and also to be in an area where she felt safe running, just kind of on a day-to-day basis. And so we certainly found her a beautiful home here in Winter Garden, Horizon West. And then our other friend, Sherry, who we...
Sorry.
She...
a lot of Sherry's is my point.
We sold her home, and she's now contracted on a new one. And so we're just really excited for all of this fun stuff that's been happening. So congratulations to everybody there. And then what'd you say the other one we have? What I'm watching?
What you're watching. But also go back to your main thing and call up one of the comments. Like Allie found it, and then Pam and Gary and Deb all found the phrase.
Okay, all right, there it is. Okay. Red touch black, safe for Jack. Red touches yellow, kill a fellow. Okay, there you go. Everyone remember that. That's about snakes, okay? Red touching black, safe for Jack. Red touching yellow, kill a fellow. Okay, everybody remember that.
I still like snake in the grass, move your ass.
I agree. I agree with that one for sure. Actually, Gary says, identify a coral snake. Remember this rhyme. Red touches yellow, kills a fellow. Red touches black, venom lack. See, that's the one I remember. Because I remember there was something about venom. That was it. They all say the same thing. But anyway, so this is good. Oh, I love it.
And if a snake offers you an apple in the garden, that you should not do that, or there will be literally thousands of years of suffering.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know where I read that one somewhere.
Very good. Okay. Thanks. All right, let's go to what I'm watching. Here it is. Okay, I just finished Vikings. Is it Vikings at Valhalla or Vikings Valhalla? I don't know. It was good. I don't know what has gotten into me. And by the way,
That's weird that you like that.
It is weird. What was I watching last week though? Was it this what I was watching last week, or did I just finish something else?
I don't remember. Fall of Troy last week.
Troy, yeah. And then, that's kind of what happens. You watch something and then Netflix recommends whatever. And this has been on. Eric's phone's ringing. This had been on the suggested list for a long, long time, but I just really didn't have any interest in it. But once I got through the Troy one, I was like, well, let me see. And I actually really, really, really liked it. So I enjoyed that. I am watching something else as of this morning, but we'll talk about that next week once I finish it. But I did finish this one, and it was good. So, that's your vibe. I don't know. I'm just a very weird, eclectic mix of chaos in my head. So anyway, all right. Did I get everything? Any more questions? Let me do a quick, because I haven't actually really looked for questions yet. So
I think we're good.
Are we good?
I've been looking at it. I think we're good.
I thought I just saw Allie said something a minute ago. Let me do that though.
It was more about snakes, I think.
Was it more about snakes?
Yeah.
Allie says most of the snakes you see here are either full black or black with a red belly.
Yep.
Yes, and that it has to do specifically with coral snakes and the pattern of red, black, and yellow. See, you guys are smart. Okay.
There you go.
Very good. All right, my friends. Oh, Garrett, you're here.
Garrett, by the way, expecting his first grandchild in a couple weeks.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Garrett, oh my goodness. This is so exciting. We'll be grandparents together. This is so exciting. All right, guys. So as we wrap this up, we are going to get on with our day as it relates to real estate. We have to throw in a little bit of garage organization in there as well. Once that pod is delivered, because by the way, all the chaos that we've had has only been in the single car garage. We still have the double one that we got to work on, but we wanted to get that done as soon as possible so that we can enjoy grandbabies when they come in and be able to get them everything that they need in a nice organized garage. Because you know how often a baby needs a screwdriver, right? I don't know. Anyway, all right, guys, as always, thank you for joining us on a Monday morning. I really appreciate it. I have to tell you, I started a new habit this morning, and I am going to be stretching every Monday morning. Well, I'm trying to do it every morning.
I'm so proud of you, but also jealous. I need to do that.
I just, I used to be a dancer and a dance teacher, and, the best and worst part of that was every day was so much physical activity and stretching is so good. And I used to tell my students, make sure you stretch as an adult, keep stretching. And then I didn't take my own advice. And then I was like moving stuff out of the garage yesterday. I was like, I should probably
should we add a coffee time stretch? Like on one day of the week, you can put the camera up and you can stretch with everyone. Let's not do that.
No.
I'll do it.
No, but seriously, put on a YouTube video, do a 15-minute stretch, and you'll just feel so much better. So anyway, I actually felt a little bit better starting coffee time today. I'm very sore, but that's okay. I'll get over it. All right, guys, as always, let me find my little thing.
Yeah, Dina says she's going to stretch today, too. That's good.
Good job, Dina. We're stretching partners. All right, guys, as always, please stay safe, stay well. Remember, we really do love you guys. We're so, so, so grateful for you, and thank you for being a part of our life and our little journey together. It means the world to us. So with that, we're going to bid you adieu, and where's my other little button? I love you guys. See you later. Bye.